What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and exciting news today. Bam! We have our first look at the Champions DLC. As you can see, Viv Vision and a dog, which is probably a transformation of Viv Vision, are coming as part of the Champions DLC pack. And as many of you already know, we have two of the original champions right here in the game already. We have Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and we have Miles Morales, no longer Spider-Man. Ooh, what do I mean? There might be a video coming later today explaining that. So we have those two, and if you want to loosely, very, very loosely, associate somebody else's champions, Gwenpool is in the game, and she did once try to join champions and claim she was a champion, but she's in the game already and not really a champion per se. So 2, maybe 3 already in the game. So they have announced the actual list of characters that are going to be in the game, and if you remember, right before the game came out, I speculated who is going to be part of the Champions DLC pack. Well, I already knew one character was 100% definitely part of the pack, and that is Sam Alexander Nova. Now, it's not really a hard guess to say that, but Arthur Parsons told me himself in person at New York Comic Con that Sam Alexander would be in the game, so I knew that. And obviously, as soon as they announced the Champions pack, you should have known that too. Another character that is obviously going to be in the pack is going to be another Hulk, Amadeus Cho, the totally awesome Hulk. Now, in this, it is only listed as Amadeus Cho. He better turn into Hulk. I really, really hope they do not rehash him from Lego Marvel's Avengers. Because, yeah, unfortunately, this game has a few characters that are just kind of lazy rehashes, and I hate to call it that, but I mean, there's really no changes, so it's like, and also keeping in mind, I will settle for lazy rehashes in an X-Men and Fantastic Four pack, but I digress. The reason why I say that is, you'll understand in a minute. So obviously, Amadeus Cho, Miles Morales, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, and Sam Alexander are the 4 founding members of the Champions, along with Viv Vision. So, I'm sorry, the 5 founding members, because Viv was part of that too. There is a 6th member who technically is not a founding member, because he kind of joined his way in like an issue or 2 in. That is Cyclops, Scott Summers, young Scott Summers, not in the DLC. So we speculated about that. We were like, all right, so what are they going to do if they do a Champions pack? Are they going to be able to put Cyclops in it? Because at that point in time, Disney had not bought the X-Men. And, you know, Cyclops was always traditionally part of the X-Men. And they had been off limits, the X-Men characters. So I can't imagine it takes a lot to create a character. I'm really disappointed that Marvel did not allow them to use. They wanted to use the Champions name. They wanted to do a Champions DLC, but they're leaving one of the 6 core members of Champions out of the DLC. So that's a little disappointing, but let's just cross our fingers and hope that we get some X-Men eventually in their own pack, and we'll get a real Cyclops and not little kid Cyclops. So there's that. So who else is in the character pack? We know about Nova. We know about Cho. We know about Viv. There are also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters in this pack, and 4 of them I mentioned in my video. Ironheart. We have Riri Williams, and I definitely called that. She has been associated with Champions recently, and it makes total sense because they've been looking to expand the group, and I think Miles, he might leave. I'll get into that in a separate video. I don't know that they haven't teased that in Champions itself, but there's a major thing that happened last week with Miles, so I'm not quite sure where he stands in the Marvel Universe at the moment. So we have Ironheart, and I think she'll be a major member moving forward. We also have Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Now, Devil Dinosaur was in the last game, so obviously just a character they're porting right over. I can't imagine he's going to do anything any different or be any different. And, you know, you would have thought, oh, well, Devil Dinosaur is just a way to bring a T-Rex from Jurassic World in. No, right after LEGO Marvel's Avengers came out, Moon Girl started getting her own comic, and Devil Dinosaur was rebooted. And Moon Girl is a major character in the Marvel Universe at this point. She's a major, not necessarily in her status, but in her sales. She's a very well-received character, and I actually have no problem with them focusing on her. I hope she wears roller skates and she moves kind of fast. They just added roller skates to LEGO World, so I know the tech is there. But I digress on that too. I'm completely okay with her. I think she's definitely, like, if you follow Marvel Comics at all on Twitter, anytime there's an event, you will see little girls cosplaying as Moon Girl, and to me, that's just amazing. And I love it, and I have that she's the exact type of character they should be focusing on. I just want to get on the horse. So anyway, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed about Devil Dinosaur. Definitely a favorite. So who else do we have? We have the Wasp, Nadia Pym. So she is another version of the Wasp. Obviously, we have the Janet Van Dyne version of the Wasp in the game. We'll switch to her real quick. She is a major part of the game, one of the few narrators. So it's going to be the newer version of the Wasp, which is Hank Pym's daughter, Nadia. And she is going to look a little bit different. She's going to have a different costume. This obviously makes sense because she has also been working with the Champions, both in their comic and in the Secret Empire storyline. She was part of the Resistance, so she has been an Avenger, but she's a young Avenger, and that's really where Champions came from. They split off from the Avengers because they didn't believe in what they were doing anymore, and they wanted to make some real change with a conscience, if you will. A lot of people have been like, oh, this is just a SJW book, and in some regards it kind of is, but I thought that they've done a good job and they've done a bad job with Champions overall. There's mostly good, though. Last character, a little bit of a head scratcher. Hawkeye Kate Bishop. Now, I've read every issue of Champions. The last one came out December 20th. And I have never seen Kate Bishop associated with Champions. I don't understand this one. Maybe they know something I don't. Maybe Kate was supposed to be involved with Champions. Obviously, these things get developed well in advance. This is not something that they just wake up and say, all right, well, these are the characters we're going to use. I'm sure this was all planned out well before the game was even released. Kate Bishop was obviously in LEGO Marvel's Avengers. I would imagine it's probably going to be the exact same version. It's kind of a port, and that's a little disappointing for me because, you know, there are a lot of other characters that have been associated with Champions. You've got the new Patriot, you've got Red Locust, you have the new Falcon. So there's a lot of other characters they could have chosen here. Now, I do understand. A lot of people are going to be like, yeah, you know what, Jay? We don't care. Give us Kate Bishop. We love Kate Bishop. And I can buy that, all right? The Hawkeye comic is ending soon, and they're going to need something to do with Kate Bishop. And I don't know what they're going to do. Putting her with Champions could be a good idea. I don't know how that will translate into her character. I'm not a big Kate Bishop fan. I don't really follow her as much, but I do believe that she is friendly with a lot of other younger characters from seeing her pop up before. So it makes sense a little bit. I kind of hope that it's like a rework of her, though. I hope it's not the exact same version from the last game, because that just kind of makes it feel cheap, you know? And again, I am advocating them reusing X-Men characters and Fantastic Four characters. that they've already made in the first game, just so we can get them in this game. But when it comes to actual DLC that was planned, I was kind of hoping for some newer characters. I understand you don't want to throw every character into every game. That's why I'm not really concerned about getting new X-Men that have never been in the game before. Simply because there's going to be more games, and I don't want them to, like... I'm trying to figure out a kid-friendly way to say it, but anyway, I don't want them to, like, put all their eggs in one basket, we'll say, in this game, so that's fine. But, I don't know, Kate Bishop just doesn't feel like she belongs. Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, perfect. Ironheart, perfect. Wasp, Nadia Pym, perfect. You know, all these characters have appeared in Champions. I don't believe Kate Bishop has. I could certainly go back through the books again, but I don't remember seeing her at all. So, and I guess the last thing is just Cho better turn into Totally Awesome Hulk. You know, if they just reuse him from the last game, that's going to be really a disappointment, if you will.
Hey there.
What do you guys think of Champions DLC? I'm super excited. No release date yet. Comicbook.com speculates it'll come next month with the Black Panther DLC. I think it will come out by itself somewhere in between. Hopefully as soon as next week. We're 45 days away from Black Panther, or not, maybe not 45, maybe it's like 43, but Black Panther's coming soon, so I would say somewhere in the middle of then and now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and a Miles Morales video coming later today. We'll see you.